wabaddewo vaawo mpito mu Palamenti ya Uganda olunaku olwaleero nga bakaba Palamenti balangira ba minisita ne gavumenti ya Museveni ab'ebyemizannyo okuba nti tebafa ku bannabyamizannyo mu ggwanga Uganda ate bamala okuwangula nga batuuse ku buwanguzi nga balyoka babeekwatako nga babeesibako nga bayita bannayuganda kyokka nga ate baali batraininga nga bakola training tebaabafangako tebalina kye baabawa tebalina kye baabakwasizaako wadde eccupa y'amazzi ebbootule emu bweti kyokka bamala okutuuka ku buwanguzi nga bafunye emidaali ng'olwo balyoka bakitiza nga basanyuka nnyo nga bannayuganda bawanise bendera ya Uganda waggulu kyokka nga ate mu process y'okuwanika bendera eyo tebaaliwo tebabafaako tebabakwatirako wadde obbawa encouragement. Parliament oba ababaka ba Parliament balangidde minisita Miyingo Okwesiba nga bagamba mmwe mwagala bituusize ne mutandika okubyerippako ne musanyuka nnyo nnyo ne mukuba obukule nga bwe muwangudde nga bendera ya Uganda bwewanikiddwa waggulu bwe mwayogera ku Uganda olwa Cheptegei omuddusi w'emisinde kyokka nga tewali kye mwali mumukoledde nga ne waabwe gy'ava tewali luguudo lumutuusa waka waava bayita eyo mu bisirikko temusobola bazimbirayo nguudo temusobola bateerayo mazzi temusobola bateerayo masannyalaze naye ate mubeetuuma bamaze okukola enkola yaabwe oba nga bamaze okulwana okutuuyana mu ntuyana yaabwe bo ng'abantu ne batuuka eyo emitala w'amayanja ne bawangulira Uganda kyokka mmwe abataaliwo ate mwagala okujaguza obuwanguzi bwabwe ng'ate temwabuliimu tewali na mulabikira wadde nti waliwo kye mwali mukoze ku bannayuganda balina kye mubakolera abali mu by'emizannyo kulaba nga nabo bongera ku mutindo gwabwe ne babasaba otusente okuba katono ke bakola temutuwaayo ne bamala okutuuka ku buwanguzi ng'olwo mulyoka muvaayo nnyo nga mukitiza nga mwewaana nga Uganda bwe muwangudde kyokka nga mu kubikola temwali era tewali kye mwabayambako. Omuliro nno gutudde mu Palamenti minisita n'avaayo ne yeewolereza n'awoza nga bagenda okukwatirako Cheptegei nga bagenda okuteekawo ekisaawe ky'abaddusi nga bagenda okukola byonna n'abyeyamayamaawo naye ne babimuliisa ne bamugamba oli mu kulimba oli mu studio oli mu kusavuwaza olw'okuba omwana yawangudde. Kale katugende mu Palamenti tufune omuliro guno nga minisita amutadde ku nnaali ate naye annyonnyole ebibye tulabe ate ekigenda okusalibwawo okulaba nti Cheptegei munnayuganda ate ayongera okushininga wabula era asiimiddwa olw'omulimu ogwo ogwakola.
Right Honorable Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I would like to join you to also pass on my congratulatory message to the gold medal winner, Cheptegei, for the sterling performance. But Mr. Speaker, the basic glowing tribute that this House would pay, particularly government anyway, that government would pay to Cheptegei, his sterling performance would be to fast-track completion of the National High Altitude Training Center in Teriet, in Kapchorwa. Mr. Speaker, 3 months ago, the Minister of State for Education and Sports, my good friend, Ogwang, was very bitter with the contractors because of the delays, but worst of it all, because of the defects in the construction. This construction was supposed to be handed over. You know, it commenced way back in 2012. And it was eventually supposed to be handed over in 2020. Up to now, they are dragging their feet. And by the way, out of the 27 billion, already 23, actually now I'm reliably informed, 26 billion has been utilized. But there seems to be no value for the works that are on the ground. So my prayer, Mr. Speaker, is the best praises or aggrandizements that we can accord to this champion is having this wonderful training center finished in a good time.
Thank you. Honorable Minister for Education and Sports, would you want to comment on the issue?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker and dear colleagues, our son Cheptegei has done us proud. The whole world is singing Uganda, Cheptegei, Uganda, Cheptegei. We must thank God for this gift of Cheptegei. to this country. Right, Honorable Speaker, I can confidently share with you that this high altitude training center is almost complete. Almost 98% of the work has been done so far. And soon we shall be inviting you, Right Honorable Speaker, and members of Parliament to come and see and for yourselves the beautiful work that is going on in that place. I submit your Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Expedite on the process. Now, honorable colleagues, I hope you're not reopening a matter which I closed. I had Honorable Kakembo, because I communicated on two issues. One is closed. The other one, which is not closed, is the one of Cheptegei.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. For record, I'm Kakembo Michael Salongo, and I'm raising to react to your communication, Right Honorable Speaker, in regards to the achievement of Joshua Cheptegei. And the minister was very happy what we achieved as a country. But I want to inform this House that it begins from far. 2024 is not very far. We are having Paris Olympics 2024. And the qualifiers for the Olympics is on 9th of next month. Right Honorable Speaker, most of the authorities, including the boxers, which have taken much interest, have not received any fund. And as we speak now, they have not entered their residential training in Rugogo to prepare for the Olympics. I want to bring it to the attention of this House and to the minister that when are we sending funds to prepare our athletes, the boxers, and other categories that you can compete favorably in Olympics.
Honorable Minister. Colleagues, I might be forced to put a ban on procedure. I first to do business of the House. Right? Instead of shortcuts via procedure.
Right Honorable Speaker and dear colleagues, this was budgeted for. We have some money, and I think when our boys come back, training will start.
Thank you. No. Yes, Honorable Semungu.
I'm a member of the committee. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm a member of the Committee of Education, where the Honorable Minister comes to appear. But we are not getting proper information. The Chief Whip of the opposition and the Minister not giving us the same position. We've visited this higher altitude center and we know what is there. Now, the Minister is saying that is almost completed. But this soon. But these young men, the Cheptegei, have been training from Kenya all along. If it was favorable for them, they wouldn't be going to Kenya to train from Kenya to win us a medal as we are getting it. So, Mr. Speaker, I would pray with your guidance that either you direct the Committee of Education to give a proper position of what's happening. Otherwise, already we know that Uganda cannot host games, football here under FIFA because Nambole is not functioning. And they say they are working on it, but Mr. Speaker, that Nambole even has a hotel. A hotel, we don't know where the assets were taken. So the minister might be here trying to please us for the sake of cameras seeing us. But the fact will remain that that high altitude center is not yet favorable with the percentage that the Chief Whip has given, Mr. Speaker. So it will be within your powers to find out who is telling the truth between the minister and our opposition whip, Mr. Speaker.
What if I find both of them are right?
Still, it is your discretion, Mr. Speaker. It is under your discretion, Mr. Speaker.
No. Just honorable colleagues, I think what is very important, you see, when you the problem of being caught from here and you're expected to give an answer, which is based on percentages, on facts, it becomes difficult sometimes. So, Honorable Minister, you think Thursday would be good for you to give us an update on these stadiums and the high training altitude center?
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Thursday will be okay.
Yes, I think, colleagues, it would be better because he verifies, because even the opposition chief whip said, I have it from reliable sources, but he has not shared the reliable source. So we don't know how reliable. We don't know how reliable. Honorable Sewanyana.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I thank you first for the commitment towards helping Honorable Segirinya Mohammed, going to the point through your communication about our very good performance by one of our own, Mr. Cheptegei in Budapest. Indeed, it is very great for Ugandans. But Mr. Speaker, we should, as a country, look at how to improve our performance, not as an individual Cheptegei, but as a country, in counting more medals at the World Athletics Championships. In the past two events, Uganda managed to collect more than 2 medals. We thought that by this time we would be able to have a capacity of producing better performance by getting more medals, like Kenya, which gets more than 10 medals at the World Athletics Championships, and the other African countries. So through you, Mr. Speaker, I'd like to ask the minister to come out with a comprehensive report on our performance and why it has now gone down. Because even the participation is going down. We took more than 25 athletes in Oregon, America. Today we don't have even more than 5 athletes to participate. So we are not even sure that we will get another medal in this event. Sure. Then another point, Mr. Speaker, which we wouldn't speak because we have a chance, we have a minister here, about the same in sports. We have had the netball coach all over the media crying for his payment. Indeed, we were expecting to win the Netball World Cup, but because of such demotivation in the technical team of the netball team, it led us to be the number 50th in the world, although first in Africa. But our most aim is to get the World Cup in Uganda. So, Mr. Speaker, I know the minister has all those answers because they are the people governing the National Council of Sports and all other sports managing entities. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Honorable Sirangi. And on this, I will conclude with the MP for Cheptegei.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, today I want to raise this, Right Honorable Speaker, and to the Minister. Right Honorable Speaker. Right Honorable Speaker, sports in Uganda, when you look at all areas, athletics, football, sports is something that is nurtured. But Right Honorable Speaker, when you look at the budgets that our districts receive for sports, 3 million shillings, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable Minister, every district in Uganda receives 3 million shillings for sports. Is there a deliberate policy? Is there a deliberate target by government? Because primary schools are going for post-primary football competitions, they are completely stuck. Vocational institutions are going, they are completely stuck. Different institutions, technical, secondary schools are completely stuck. How are we going to get the future Cheptegeis if we are not nurturing the young blood? Because this begins from nurturing the young people. Once government does not deliberately invest in putting money in sports so that we as parliament, we take a decision and then government becomes positive in investing in sports. We put enough money or fair money for sports, and then we nurture the small young generation and the young children so that we get future Cheptegeis. Even if we come here and say the training center is almost complete, this is almost complete. When we are not handling secondary, primary, right, Honorable Speaker, we are not achieving it.
Thank you.
The question I want to put to the minister, what is his suggestion on that? Because we should solve this once and for all, because we have been talking about sports.
But Honorable, here we don't deal with suggestions. We deal with
Okay, the concrete solution, right?
And
Speaker, thank you for your guidance.
decision.
Could I get the concrete solution from the Honorable Minister?
Thank you. Thank you. All these Honorable Minister will answer on Thursday. All of them will be captured in the statement, especially what Honorable Sewanyana has raised. We have to ensure that we capture in detail. Then I will allow a debate, Honorable colleagues, on Thursday. But allow a debate and we can talk more. But the MP for Joshua.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. First of all, for including the congratulatory message about the performance of Cheptegei. First of all, I want to also thank the members who have commended and even gave us suggestions. I want to speak as the MP from Sabey. We were equally very happy when he made it. And today morning, I also talked to him. He has again promised that in the next one that is coming, we may also have another medal. But I want to talk about two things, Mr. Speaker, that the metals we are getting now are actually through these people's sweat. We as government have not yet done enough. Otherwise, we would be having many metals. Mr. Speaker, as we talk now, even the Kiblimo, who has been performing very well, is not doing well. He has got dislocation, and his home, where he stays, he even does not have a road that can connect him to his home. There is even no power to his home. There is even no water to his home. Most of these athletes you see, all the athletes you see are from Sabey, but they are from the upper bell, Mr. Speaker. And the upper bell have no roads completely. I want to give you the requests from these athletes because we interact with them every day. They are always requesting that they be given a road which will run along the upper bell. That is between the Mount Elgon. That they will be using to jog round so that they can perform well in this, they could perform well in their, yes. So, Mr. Speaker, finally, on the matter of
I've allowed you to continue speaking. Conclude.
Yes. On the issue of the Tariet. On the issue of the Tariet.
It's a maiden speech, so on maiden speeches, I don't allow order.
Yes.
Honorable, conclude.
On the issue of the Tariet, honorable members, I am happy that all of you have been following. As we talk now, over 26, I think about 26 billion was allocated for phase one. But as we talk, about 24 billion has been spent. But the truth is, we may not be knowing the cost of putting that runway, but on the look of things, there is no value of money completely. Because even when you look at the hostels that have been built, Mr. Speaker, we would request we can all go there one day. When you look at the hostels that have been built,
thank you.
You enter small classrooms, small rooms, they're absolutely like for a primary school.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker and members.
Can I request whips to call all MPs in the lobby to come in and we establish quorum? I'm seeing some are getting out. When I need you in. Clerk, please help me establish quorum. I want to.
Parliament bwetyo bwetambudde nga beebaza Cheptegei bamusiima olw'okutumbula eggwanga olw'okuwanika bendera ya Uganda nti bwe lwadduka tuwangulira ku midaali Uganda wama neeyogerwako ku mu nsi yonna nga boogera ku Uganda Cheptegei yawangudde embiro. Naye kati nno bino bitabudde abaka ba Parliament bagamba nti Uganda tefa ku baddusi bayo, tefa ku bannabyamizannyo. Wabula bamala okutwoyana bokka ne beeteramu buli kimu nga bba abantu bwe batuuka ku buwanguzi ng'ate Uganda ebeesibako ng'esanyuka nnyo nga bazina amasebbeke nga bwe bawangudde, nga bawoni abakabi bwe boogerwako mu nsi yonna, erinnya bwe liwanikiddwa naye nga tewali kibayamba ku baddusi bano oba abazannyi b'omupiira oba bonna. Tewali gwe bayambako, tewali gwe bakwatirako, beefaako bokka, bakola byabwe bokka ng'abaana abaddusi. Kyokka ate Uganda nevayo nebeesibaasibako. Kino nno kitabudde ababaka ne muleke okwesiba ku bantu nga tewali kimubayamba. Musooke muteekewo ekibayamba, mubayambe mubakwasizeeko, olwo mulyoke mubeesibeko bulungi nga wamma nammwe mubakwatirako mubayambako nga mulimu omukono gwammwe mu abo abawanguzi. Era situjja kuba na Cheptegei yekka, abaana mubakwateko muteeke resources ezeetaagisa mu baana okukola ebyemizannyo, tusobole okufuna ba Cheptegei bangi nga 10 nga bonna Uganda emidaala egiwangudde, kijja bakitwongera okutuwanika so si kubeerayo na ka Cheptegei kokka ne twewaana ne tuzina amazina naye nga naye yakola bwongo bwe okulaba nti atuuka waali. Kale bwe bityo bibadde embeera bwetambudde. Cheptegei tukwebaza muganda waffe kuba twatuse ku buwanguzi, tusaana eggwanga laffe ku buwanguzi. Mukama akwongera emikisa ate buli kyopanga kitambule nga kigenda mu maaso. Mbaagala nnyo mwenna ababaddeko mwebale omusaba Mukama abankuumire. Mweraba.